Good morning, Ms. Wells. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On February 15th, officers were dispatched by the Harris County Transit Authority dispatch to a reckless driver in the 5200 block of South End Houston Tollway. Officers observed the vehicle failed to maintain a single lane and nearly strike three different vehicles. A traffic stop was initiated. Officer observed slurred speech and disheveled clothing. The defendant admitted to drinking. SFSDs were performed 6 out of 6 BHDN with vertical nystagmus. Officer was not able to conduct the walking turn from a one-leg stand due to being unable to maintain her balance. The defendant consented to breath, came back as a .296 and .297.
Any prior DWIs? Ms. Wells, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you run your license as well, please? I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you consume anything, I'm going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, now is the time to address it, because if it becomes an issue, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Okay, you are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If you don't have car insurance, you may not drive. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Okay. Tell me, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? I'll have you fill out an application. I'll see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. If you do, then we'll appoint you someone. For now, I'm going to have you meet with Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. You'll eventually get with Felicia your bond conditions, and then Deputy Miranda will give you an application there. You are Trevon Frasier. Mr. Frasier, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers were dispatched to burglary of a motor vehicle. CW, the complaining witness Hargrove and complaining witness Vargas stated that their backpacks were stolen from their work truck. They stated that their vehicle was unlocked. The witness was able to provide ring camera footage showing a suspect walking across the street to the vehicle. A few minutes afterwards, it was found that complaining witness Hargrove's phone was used to send $400 via Cash App from the complaining witness Hargrove's to the defendant. Officers were able to use this transaction to get a picture of the defendant through the Cash App. The complaining witness Hargroves sent this photo to a cousin and said that a friend knew the defendant from high school. Officers looked on social media sites and matched the pictures to the Cash App account.
Okay. Mr. Frasier, so you also had a theft case. I didn't realize. So you're charged with theft. You're also charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. When was this? Was this in the middle of the night?
It was
The B&B?
It sounds like the officers were dispatched at 6:23 p.m. Sorry, Judge, 2:23.
So 2:20 in the afternoon. Okay. Mr. Frasier, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County. And if that means making you bond really high and putting you in custody, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
How old are you, sir?
Right. I work at a nursing home. I work at a nursing home.
So you do work.
Yes.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer, sir? Okay, Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you supervised. You're not to be in possession of any weapons as well. Do you understand? I'm telling you, behave yourself while you're out there in the free world, because if you don't, the free world will be taken from you. Good morning, Ms. Moss. Ma'am, you are charged with theft. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On February 13th, officers responded to a theft call at the Carters located at 1257 West Bay Area Boulevard. Dispatch advised that one female, the co-defendant, was concealing items in a bag and underneath her sweatshirt, while the other female, the defendant, was handing items. Claiming witness stated that the females were walking out of the store past all points of sale. Officers located both females walking out of the store located on the sidewalk next to the store, traveling west on foot. The co-defendant attempted to ditch the clothes where she threw them on the ground. Both females were detained. The co-defendant was identified as a juvenile. The complaining witness provided video footage of the theft, and the total of the merchandise stolen was $186.
Okay. Do you have the co-defendant? Do we have it? That person here? Do you know? Do you have a cause number?
It's a juvenile, Judge.
Juvenile.
I believe that they would be in.
Okay. All right, Ms. Moss, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Carters. Do you understand? You were on bond for another case and now you've picked up a new case. Really, at some point, we're going to just revoke the bonds and make them high. If you're a danger to the public, there's only one place that we have. Do you understand, Ms. Moss? Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am? Okay. Do you mind filing no going to any Carters, please? And who is the co-defendant? Like, do you have a relation? Because I'm going to order no contact with that person. Whatever.
I just have the identifying information, the initials IM. I believe she's 15 years old.
Is there, did they list a relation of some sort? Do you know?
I don't see it on the danger arm. We don't have the evidence report back yet.
I guess we'll wait and let me see. So for now, ma'am, I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. I need you to fill in an application for me, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Do you understand? Okay, please. Deputy Manager, would you? Good morning, Mr. Mata. So you're charged with, it's just an UCW, right?
Yes.
You're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On February 15th, officers observed a vehicle with unconfirmed insurance status. A traffic stop was initiated. The officers observed the smell of marijuana coming from the vehicle. The defendant stated that he had marijuana in the car. The defendant handed officers a glass jar containing a blunt of marijuana. There was another half-burnt blunt inside the jar. Officers found a loaded .45 handgun in the driver's side door pocket.
All right, Mr. Mata, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. The only conditions I'm putting on your bond now is that you are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Do you understand? If you do not have car insurance, don't drive. It's a part of your bond conditions. I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. Doesn't matter. Car insurance is an important thing that you must maintain. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to have them fill out bond paperwork for you to sign. After that, you'll be free to go. There are no other conditions. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. Otherwise, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail likewise. You've got a lawyer. She will take care of you. She will tell you when you have to come back to court. I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time, but stay in touch with counsel. I'll have you sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. You sign it, and then you'll be free to go. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Have fun.
You too.